Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 1008th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 735,410 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,580 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 14 tank, 48 armored combat vehicles, 24 artillery systems, 1 multiple launch rocket system, 1 air defense system, 64 drones, 84 vehicles and 4 pieces of special equipment. The Russians launched 208 combat clashes and carried out 31 airstrikes, including 57 anti-aircraft missiles on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 700 kamikaze drones and carried out 3,300 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports a recent incident involving injured Russian soldiers in Novosibirsk. Due to inadequate medical care and mistreatment, these soldiers rioted, damaging the barracks and fleeing the compound. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has exacerbated the situation, with shortages of armored vehicles and drone threats hindering the evacuation of wounded soldiers. This delay in treatment leads to more severe injuries and increased mortality rates. Russia's significant casualties have put a strain on its military medical system, causing logistical issues and a shortage of medical personnel. These problems are expected to persist for the next few months. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Russian officials continue to demonstrate that the Kremlin aims to seize more territory in Ukraine than it currently occupies and is unwilling to accept compromises or engage in good faith negotiations, no matter who mediates such talks. The Russian military's rate of advance since fall 2024 has notably increased recently compared to its rate of advance in 2023 and the rest of 2024. But recent Western media reports comparing recent Russian gains to those at the start of Russia's full-scale invasion continue to mischaracterize the gradual and tactical nature of Russia's recent advances. U.S. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby confirmed Ukraine's usage of U.S.-provided ATACMS against Russia amid official Russian confirmation of recent Ukrainian ATACMS strikes. Russian forces launched a record number of drones against Ukraine on the night of November 25 to 26 as Russia continued to increase their use of decoy drones in long-range strike packages targeting Ukrainian energy infrastructure in order to overwhelm Ukrainian air defense systems. Russian state media reported that the Russian Ministry of Defense replaced former Russian Southern Military District and Southern Grouping of Forces Commander Colonel General Gennady Anashkin with Eastern Military District Acting Commander Lieutenant General Alexander Sanchik. Russian forces continue to execute Ukrainian prisoners of war amid a surge of recent Russian war crimes. The Russian State Duma is preparing the legal mechanisms to remove the Taliban from the Russian government's official list of banned terrorist organizations. Ukrainian forces recently regained lost positions near Kreminna, and Russian forces recently advanced near Pokrovsk, Kurakov, and Velika Novosilka. A Russian mill blogger complained on November 25 that Russian forces often operate artillery without coordinating between different Russian elements, highlighting significant communications issues between armored vehicle and infantry units. Russian authorities continue to incentivize service in Ukraine through one-time payment offers, likely in order to avoid conducting another partial involuntary reserve call-up. In Zelensky's nightly address he spoke about 3 key areas. Firstly, massive drone attack on Ukraine. Nearly 200 Russian drones targeted Ukraine in a single night, marking a significant escalation. While most were neutralized by air defense and electronic warfare, some strikes caused damage, particularly in the Ternopil region. Zelensky stressed the need to strengthen defensive capabilities to counter these ongoing threats. Secondly, tragic loss in Sumy following shelling. In Sumy, Russian shelling destroyed a vehicle service station, killing 2 people and leaving 1 potentially trapped under rubble. Nearby civilian infrastructure, including a house and kindergarten, was also damaged. Zelensky reiterated the need for Ukraine to target Russian launch sites to limit further attacks. Lastly, defense and supply coordination. Commander-in-Chief Syrskyi reported on frontline priorities, including the Pokrovsk direction and Kurakov. Zelensky highlighted the timely implementation of support packages from Ukraine's allies but emphasized the urgency of scaling up defense supplies, particularly in December, to meet growing challenges. First Lady Alina Zelenska inaugurated the Human Resilience System Resilience Forum in Kiev, focusing on mental health support during the ongoing war. The event, part of the How Are You program, aims to enhance mental health services, with free care included in the state's medical guarantee program. This year, over 375,000 Ukrainians have received support, with 108,000 specialists trained. Zelenska emphasized Ukraine's unique challenges and global alignment in mental health practices, highlighting efforts to create resilience even in unconventional spaces like museums and sports centers. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.